So the jurors are still in deliberations on determining whether or not Jussie Smollett or Smollett, you guys know I butcher people's names on a constant, consistent basis. My day one subscribers, you guys know about this about me, okay? Either way, they're still in deliberations, and an article that is from Fox News is suggesting that no matter if he's found innocent or guilty, he's already taking a huge L and a huge dent in his image and his reputation, as well as him pursuing a career in Hollywood, as well as branding. This guy has taken a major loss. Now, a lot of people are saying that even before this incident, he wasn't an iconic name and I forgot the television show Empire. He wasn't a big iconic name like the others, and that's the real reason why he even went as far as faking this hoax. And like I said in numerous videos, fame is an addictive drug, and people will do anything or any length to capture fame or clout. And I think overall, this is ultimately going to be his demise. He wanted the fame. He wanted this incident to promote him in Hollywood, as well as seeking brands and this, that, and the third. But it did the total opposite because of numerous things. The evidence that's against him. I mean, this guy written a check and even practicing how this was going to go down, and telling the other two guys, when the police come, you should say this, that, and the third. This was a bad scheme from the word go. But Fox News is suggesting that no matter if he is found innocent or guilty, he's probably never going to get to the point where he was in Hollywood, which, he was a BC lister. And now there are opportunities out there, in my opinion. Now, if he's found guilty, and depending on how long he's going to be in prison, still he can come back from that. A lot of other celebrities have came back from other ordeals. Wesley Snipes, even though that was tax evasion, he came back from that. A lot of other actors and actresses have came back from other worse events, even though this is by far the worst thing imaginable you can do to destroy your career, your reputation. But and there is a chance that even if he's found guilty, depending on how long he's going to be in prison, or if he's even found innocent, Hollywood has a weird way of, if you're really talented and if you have an iconic name, you can, bounce back, sort of say. Now I'm trying to remember the guy who, and he pretty much calls self-infliction himself, Robert Downey Jr., and before Iron Man, he was a struggling actor that had an addiction problem to alcohol. And once he was the Tony Stark in Iron Man, once they promoted him to that phase, now his name is iconic. So there's a lot of, actors and actresses that have done self-harm to themselves or found themselves in situations that they should not have been, have made bounce backs. And Jussie Smollett, whatever his last name is, it won't be any different from him, even though I said that this is what he is accused of. This, it's hard to stomach, and it's bad on all fronts. But he could bounce back. Now, he's probably going, if when this is sort of behind him, which I don't think this is going to necessarily be fully behind him. I feel like he's going to be more famous for this, but there are projects out there, struggling writers and directors that's trying to get their work on the bigger screen, the silver screen, and to show Hollywood what they can do with a script or what they can do behind a camera. Would probably get the services of him. And he's probably going to have to start all over again, rebrand and rename himself and start all over again. And if this is something that he really, truly wants, the struggle is going to be real for him. But in my humble opinion, talented people flourish. The cream rises to the top. All right. And even though I'm not on board on what he did, I think it's unexcusable. Still, we live in a forgiving society where everyone wants to build these guys up and put them on a pedestal. And the minute they screw up or the minute they do something wrong, we're quick to burn them, judge them, and let them fall. And the moment when they are rehabilitating themselves or changing their image or learn from their mistakes, we are a forgiving society and we forgive them, and then we watch them on the rise again. Now, in a lot of cases, they don't never make it back to where they once was, but they make it to some point. And I feel like this could be the same for him. When I heard about this, it was like 3 or 4 years ago, and I didn't really say too much about it because it was sort of kind of sketchy. I mean, the concept and all, and I was hesitant to even talk about it or do a video or talk about it on social media or whatever. And I sort of like let the cards play out. And I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did that. I didn't jump to conclusions like a lot of people out there on social media. A lot of people got burned from this. A lot of people's image and their reputation took a huge dent by taking his side. And me personally, I thought there was like holes in this story. And on any story, I wait. I don't try to be the first one unless there's a concrete evidence that's proven otherwise. I'm the type of person that would wait. I don't really speak my mind nor my opinion on topics until I got all of all of the information at my disposal. I don't make a video on 10% information. I don't share my opinion on 5% information or hearsay or anything like that. I sort of wait. And even though I'm late on the curve and, it doesn't help my channel with growth and views and things of that nature, I'd rather be safe than sorry. And there's a lot of people out there that's got a lot of egg on their face by taking the side of him. I believe, some of the people that were close to him on Empire took his side until they got the rest of the information. And then you haven't heard a peep from them. But I don't want to see on a certain crime like this where there's really no victim in the crime other than us being fooled and duped. But no one lost their life in this crime. No one lost money or anything with this crime. Overall, we lost a lot of time. We had a lot of belief in him and we kind of believed him. But other than that, no harm, no foul. And on crimes like this, and I don't view this because of him. I'm not a huge fan of him. I really don't even know him. But anybody, anytime, Dick, Jane, Joe, Julie, whatever, if they was found by doing this, me personally, even though I would say, look, just let them pay a fine. They already embarrassed enough with all the coverage that they got. Well, they wanted fame. They got fame. All right. And I would just let it be done by that. And I say the same thing with him. I don't think when they're done deliberating, I don't think he's going to serve a lot of hard time in quote unquote prison. I think he's going to have to pay a huge fine. I think the judge is going to ask and demand that he needs to talk to a shrink. He's going to do some service to the community. They're going to use him, all right, and use him as an example so other people won't do that. Filing false police reports is a crime, and a lot of people do that. A lot of normal people do that. I've seen this a time or two. Females that have issues with their boyfriends file a false police claim. Guys that don't like other guys. There's like a hatred between one of them, and they want to do bad against them, so they'll file a false police claim, and it is a crime. But I just don't feel like prison time is really needed. I think he's already suffered enough in Hollywood. Nobody's not going to touch him. He's radioactive. He's a hot dumpster fire. No producer, director, writer in their right mind on an A-tier level would want the services of this individual. Okay, they didn't even want him in the first place, even before this incident. Now, I'm sure of it. Okay, and to me, I think justice has already been served. He's been embarrassed. He's been ridiculed. He took a huge loss on his career earnings, his reputation. A lot of people looking at him funny, differently, side-eyed it. And I think that's that for him. And I just don't see a possibility of him going back to his so-called normal. All right. So, yeah, that's all I got to say on this. Also, I want to let you guys know I created an Instagram, Just My Opinion Podcast. I think it's Just My Opinion Podcast, YouTube, YT. You can subscribe there. I will have that Instagram up, letting you guys know when and where I'm going to come up with some videos and things of that nature. I'm also going to post a full article on that site as well. So, guys, subscribe to me on Instagram. Subscribe to me here on YouTube. Hit the like button. Hit the notification bell. And I will talk to you guys later. Deuces.